fear.
Thou will host a camp against me, but thou shalt not fear. We're going to be surrounded at some point. Okay? At some point by somebody that's not for what we're about. It goes right into that Wisdom of Solomon 2, I believe it is, where it says, he is not for our turn. You know, it's the second chapter, right? Yeah. Basically, he ain't for what we want. And, you know, that could be, as you quoted right there, that could be it for when they surrounded Yahweh Shai, but it's also, we are in that same spirit that they're going to have to try to come and get us the same fashion. Okay? No, you got it.
The war should rise against me. In this will I be confident.
In this will I be confident. Your confidence is everything, man. That tells right into your belief, the level of faith that you truly have. Right?
Excuse me.
Verse 4. One thing I have desired of the Lord that I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple.
She spit, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Say.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
She spit. Don't do that, dude. Y'all got it.
To behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. For in this time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me.
Yep, and that's twofold. You know, we're hidden in his knowledge, we're hidden in the strong tower of his name, but we're also going to be hidden from the destruction in the chariots. Okay?
He shall set me up upon a rock, and now shall my
that chief cornerstone.
Yep.
Okay? Because if you're doing this diligently and wholeheartedly, you know, with confidence, you're part of the building blocks that build the kingdom of heaven, meaning the body that builds this together. Okay, start with that chief cornerstone, the rock of offense, the stone of stumbling, Yahweh Shai. You got it. I don't know how much more there is. That was what I wanted, but if there's more, you got it.
He shall set me upon a rock over there. Okay.
Yep.
And now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, and I will sing praises unto the Lord.
And it's funny because that's all I want, but I'm gonna use that last verse right there. I will set up sacrifices of praise. Who gives something? Sacrifice is giving something up. Okay? But what's our sacrifice? Y'all know? It's making our bodies a living sacrifice. Right? But of joy. So we're joyfully giving ourselves a living sacrifice. So that the Lord looks well upon that. I just got it. Cheers. Y'all got it, bro.
Yeah, give me Matthew 21 and 22. We're talking about praying in the name of our Lord. You know, it's one thing to say his name, but you got to say it with conviction. You got to believe whatever it is you're asking for in his name, he's going to grant that to you.
Pray means to beg.
It means to beg. All right? Get that for me real quick.
It's Matthew chapter 21, verse 22. And all things whatsoever ye ask, ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive.
He made sure to say believing.
Yeah.
So you actually have to believe that whatever it is you asking the Lord, he's going to grant that to you. Mm-hmm. If you calling on the name, but you're just uncertain or you have any doubt, you might not get what you're asking for.
You remember that video of that Jake that didn't want to comply with the cop? He rolled the window down there.
Yeah.
And the cop was like, "Hey, roll your window down." He didn't comply. So, all right, the cop started putting all that shit away. And then he grabbed the window and he started trying to break it. And then he tried to call the name in. Nah, you fucked up already.
You should be calling the name in your head.
In confidence long before he got behind
wisdom when you got pulled over.
Yeah, I'm sure you use wisdom.
That would have led you to the name, to comply and continually putting the name, in confidence in your mind.
I got 2 more seconds.
It's this way.
No, go ahead.
This is Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
Yeah.
The other one I had is Psalms 9 and 9. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in the times of trouble. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee.
Yep. The Lord's not going to forsake you, man. You know? The Lord's going to show himself. That's why the scriptures say, in all thy ways acknowledge the Lord, man. As long as you believe, hey, you know, the Lord's going to show up, man. All right? Some of our people, they're showing that they don't have any faith. Because instead of relying upon our Lord and calling upon him, they're running straight to the enemy.
Yep.
They're going straight down to Egypt.
Trusting in that broken staff.
Trusting in that broken staff, man, that reed.
Yep.
You know?
It's great. Broken. The staff represents power, but Esau, it has no power. Their power is broken. You know, they appear to have power because they're still in the power seat, but
It's gonna pierce.
man, they really don't got no power because you see their witchcraft, their deceit, which is one of their weapons they use against the world. It's coming to naught right now. It's not being it's not persuading the people as it once did before.
You're gonna get bitten, man.
Yeah.
Who shall pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent?
Real quick, I looked up, I had the brother look
You
up
gotta
the
listen
word
for
refuge.
about 30 minutes.
The brother,
Water.
huh?
You want the water? I said you gotta listen for about 30 minutes. And give you water.
And I looked at the word refuge, right? It says a condition of being safe. This is just an online dictionary. It says a condition of being safe or sheltered from pursuit, danger, or trouble. And all those things is coming upon us, right? Something providing shelter. It says shelter, protection, safety, sanctuary, asylum, security, haven, retreat, harbor, hideaway, hideout. Yep. It says in this. Yeah, I read that already. No. An institution providing safe accommodations for women who have suffered violence from a spouse or partner. But the root words are in Latin. Reed meaning back, and fugere, flee. So somewhere to flee back away from the danger.
Yep.
Okay? That's what this is. Being able to pray, that's your place of refuge.
Yeah.
When you pray in the name, in the names.
Yeah, it's something about saying his name. How about Shema Shah 3 times? Get demons off. Get demons to flee from you. Because it correlates with when Paul he had to pray 3 times to get the thorn. He had a thorn in the flesh. And he had to pray 3 times to get the answer from the Lord. The Lord said, "My grace is sufficient for thee." That's the answer that he got back.
Yeah.
Daniel prayed 3 times. Like that, Daniel, the 1st chapter, I believe.
Hey, even Yahweh Shai, when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he prayed 3 times.
Yeah, 3 represents understanding.
So when you're doing it 3 times, that means that you're begging.
Yeah.
The Lord want to hear you beg to him.
I appreciate it.
And
This
as a
is-
kid, just read my pops or something, he wouldn't even acknowledge you until at least the 3rd time. He wouldn't even acknowledge you. Then he'd be like, "Shut up! I heard you the 1st time." That's my pops. But how much more the Heavenly Father that wants you to beg unto him?
And like I said, when you're calling out to him, you better believe that he's gonna, if you beg him good enough, that he's gonna grant you your request, man. Because if you're doing it but you're wavering in the spirit, that's not gonna work out, man. You're gonna be disappointed that he ain't answer you. Give me James 1 and 5.
Yep.
That's what you look for, right?
for the James chapter 1 and verse 5.
And read down to 7.
If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, that is a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
I don't think you're gonna receive anything of the Lord, man. If you're doubting and wavering and you're uncertain, you're not sure. Because really, it's like you're doubting the Most High's hand. The Lord can do anything. Nothing is impossible with the Most High.
Hey, like the brother brought up about Yahushua prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane, he didn't get an answer.
Yeah.
Which was his answer. You know, it wasn't that he didn't hear him, it was that he couldn't take the cup. He said, if you can take the cup from me, you can't take the cup from me. That's what it was will to do.
Yeah, right. But what did the Lord do in that moment?
He sent
He
the angel.
He sent the angel to comfort him.
Yeah.
Because the Lord wanted him to go through it.
Yeah.
You know? So the Lord heard his son praying.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was just like, I don't hear nothing you said.
Right.
He heard what he was saying, but he was like, yeah, you know, son, you know my will.
Yeah.
But he sent the angel for him.
Yeah.
That angel comforted him until it was his moment, man.
The Lord hears our prayers when we call on that name. And the Lord not going to just talk to you, but he may talk to you through a video, through a brother, through
Google search.
anything, you know. But you may be driving to work and see 144 or 44, 77.